How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We just heard from Joe Biden on an update on the Ukraine-Russia situation. I want to talk about that, talk about what's been happening over the last few hours, what this means for crypto, what this means for stocks, and kind of fill in the gaps for a lot of people because I realize some people don't have all day to kind of watch us and monitor this. If you guys don't mind hitting the like button and subscribe button, I do appreciate that. There is a link underneath the video to BlockFi. You can get up to $250 when you sign up and deposit. And you can hold a lot of different cryptos on there, so definitely check that out. There's also a link down there to Unstoppable Domains. They're having a flash sale, so you can get 2 for 1 for 24 hours. So definitely check this out. They give you readable wallet addresses, and now's a great time to do it. You can also sell them on a secondary market like on OpenSea. So crypto is actually up a little bit here today. We were down to about 34,300 or so, and we popped back up. And after Biden spoke, we popped back up even more, up to about 36,700. Now we've come down around 36,400. We've also come up in the stock market. The Nasdaq's up 1% today. And this is after it was down about 3% in the pre-market. A lot of stocks have made incredible runs. Palantir is up 10% today. It was at $9.83 on open. It was even lower than that earlier. A lot of stocks were actually down about 5 to 15%, and now we have a lot of green. And this is happening after Joe Biden's speech. We've kind of seen this going up until the speech too. We saw a little bit of an uptrend, but then we spiked up during the speech. So what did he actually say? Well, first of all, let's give a little background. Well, Russian markets ended the day 33% lower. Imagine waking up and the Nasdaq's down 33%. Just an incredible amount of wealth being evaporated. Ukraine, UK to freeze assets of major Russian banks in new sanctions. So they will be blocked from raising capital in the city in a package of economic sanctions by Boris Johnson. And this has been described as the largest ever in British history. So a lot of them are shutting off just money to Russia. Now, we got some news too that billionaires could move over to crypto around severe U.S. sanctions. A lot of people were considering getting rid of their ability to use the SWIFT system, which is the main network that these different banks use around the world to send payments. So it would hurt them economically. But some people are a little bit cautious of that. Biden said that they will not be doing that. He said that what they're doing is actually going to be more impactful. So what is Biden actually doing? Well, they are imposing new sanctions. So this is going to be their punishment for a full-scale invasion. This includes sanctions on 4 Russian banks and corrupt billionaires and their families. They said that they will not be engaging in the conflict. We will not send forces over to Ukraine, but we will defend our NATO allies and reassure those allies in the East. So some people said, why aren't you sanctioning Putin himself? He didn't answer that question. Some people asked whether Biden thought that they would use nuclear weapons. Biden said he does not know what they're going to be willing to do. They also asked why they didn't actually ban them from using SWIFT. He said that what they're going to do is going to be more substantial, and some of the European allies didn't want to ban them from using the SWIFT system. He was asked whether he thought this was enough or what made him think this was enough, and he said that it would be devastating to them and that Putin will have to decide what he wants to do. He said, check back in a month and we'll see if this was enough. So a lot of people not really happy that it might take a month to figure this out, especially as we've gotten reports that Kiev might fall within hours and Chernobyl was already taken. So a lot of people felt like this was a good sign. We saw the market especially move up when he said that we're not going to go out and engage in the conflict. We're not going to put troops there and try to fight back. But a lot of people are wondering if this is actually enough to stop Putin from doing something else, because Biden did say that Putin's ambitious and he thinks that he might try to invade more after this. So this is where we're at right now. A lot of people feel kind of mixed about this. Russia did report that they're going to seize retail deposits if sanctions go too far. So this is going to be their own rubles. This is going to be people in their government, it sounds like, that they're seizing money from. The government could potentially seize 70 or 60 trillion rubles, $750 billion worth of people's deposits should Western nations decide to block off all of Russia's foreign funds. this is coming from the party themselves. Over $640 billion worth of gold and foreign exchange reserves are abroad from Russia. So this was announced right before we actually talked, or Biden talked about his sanctions, and it sounds like they're freezing some of the largest banks out there, or they're sanctioning some of the largest banks out there. So I'm not sure if the government is going to actually seize these people's funds, but that makes a lot of people really want to turn to crypto, I'm guessing, because of the fact that they won't be subject to whatever their government wants to do with their money. So that is an interesting thing. Now, a lot of people are accounting for this, or looking at what's happening in the world and thinking we're not going to get that half basis point raise, or that 50 basis point raise. Right now, a lot of people just a month ago, about 75 or 80%, thought we were going to get half a point. Now, a lot of people are saying, nope, it's just going to be a quarter point raise. Trudeau, in some actual positive news, revokes the Emergency Act powers, but the use case for crypto grows. So if you remember this, he enacted this emergency power to be able to freeze people's bank accounts. They had apparently frozen about $8 million from 210 bank accounts that were connected to the freedom protests, the Canadian Freedom Convoy protesters. So he says that we are confident that existing laws and bylaws are now sufficient to keep people safe. Kind of interesting. Maybe it's because they got so much pushback from people about this, or because they realize that there are really big things happening in the world right now, and this is not worth fighting over. I'm not exactly sure, but I think that is a good sign. Now, we just have, I think, a stronger reason to hold crypto than ever, especially right now with everything that's happening around the world. Of course, there's going to be price fluctuations, but this is just crazy. And even in the US, we have stuff similar to this. We actually have a law in the United States, an emergency act, that allows the president to shut down the internet. Now, I don't know how this would happen. This is just what's on Cointelegraph, but this is crazy, the world that we're living in. So I guess this is why you buy the dip, even when you're uncertain, because a lot of stuff is priced in. People were thinking maybe Biden would push back and actually send troops over there. Maybe he'd threaten even more. Maybe he'd threaten less. Maybe there would be less sanctions. There are so many people that are trying to price things in, and that's why we have markets that can change so quickly. I mean, we were down 3%, now we're up 1%. The market is very volatile right now, so I always suggest keeping some money on the sidelines, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's coming. But I did DCA. I actually bought a significant amount over the last day, especially since last night when we saw dips. I bought some crypto when Bitcoin was around 35,000. And then today I did DCA into some of my favorite stocks. So just wanted to give you my opinion there, what I'm doing. But I want to hear what you're doing underneath the video. Thank you guys so much. You can check out the links underneath the video to BlockFi, again, to start buying cryptocurrency if you haven't done that already, or to try out the platform, and Unstoppable Domains, where you can get 2 for 1 for the next 24 hours. So definitely check those out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.